Welcome to our YouTube channel. We are going to discuss an interesting topic, that is, history of Bolivia. Let's start the topic. Bolivia, officially the plurinational state of Bolivia, is a landlocked country located in western and central South America. It is bordered by Brazil to the north and east, Paraguay to the southeast, Argentina to the south, Chile to the southwest, and Peru to the west. Bolivia got its name from Simón Bolívar, a leader in South America's fight for independence from Spain. The leader of Venezuela, Antonio José de Sucre, decided to create a new country and named it after Bolívar. Originally, it was called the Republic of Bolívar, but later changed to Bolivia, inspired by the idea, if from Romulus, Rome, then from Bolívar, Bolivia. This name was officially adopted on October 3, 1825. In 2009, Bolivia changed its name to the Plurinational State of Bolivia to recognize its diverse population and the rights of its indigenous peoples. The area that is now Bolivia has a long history, dating back over 2,500 years ago when the Aymara people settled there. They were influenced by the Tiwanaku Empire, with its capital in western Bolivia. Tiwanaku started as a small village around 1500 BC, but it grew into a significant city between 600 AD and 800 AD, with estimates of 15,000 to 30,000 people living there at its peak. Around 400 AD, Tiwanaku became a powerful force, expanding into neighboring regions like the Yungas, Peru, Bolivia, and Chile. They weren't violent conquerors but used political strategies, created colonies, and fostered trade agreements. However, as rainfall decreased, food supplies dwindled, leading to the decline of Tiwanaku by AD 1000. Between 1438 and 1527, the Incan Empire from Cusco took over much of the Bolivian Andes, extending into the Amazon basin. The Spanish conquest of the Inca Empire in the early 16th century led to the formation of the territory now known as Bolivia, which was called Charcas. Charcas was governed by the Viceroy of Peru, based in Lima, with local administration from the Audiencia de Charcas in Chuquisaca, now Sucre. In 1545, Potosi became a major mining town, producing immense wealth and becoming the largest city in the New World with over 150,000 residents. By the late 1500s, silver from Bolivia became a crucial source of income for the Spanish Empire. Native people were forced to work under harsh conditions in the Mita system, similar to slavery. In 1776, Charcas was transferred to the Viceroyalty of the Rio de la Plata, and the term, Upper Peru, was coined by the people of Buenos Aires to refer to the region. In 1781, Tupac Katari led an indigenous uprising, resulting in the siege of La Paz and the death of around 20,000 people. During the Napoleonic Wars, as Spanish authority weakened, anti-colonial sentiment grew. The struggle for Bolivia's independence began in Sucre on May 25, 1809, with the Chuquisaca Revolution, which is known as the first cry for freedom in Latin America. This was followed by the La Paz Revolution on July 16, 1809. While the La Paz Revolution completely broke away from Spanish rule, the Chuquisaca Revolution established a local independent junta in the name of the Spanish king, who had been deposed by Napoleon Bonaparte. Despite their significance, both revolutions were short-lived and were crushed by Spanish authorities in the Viceroyalty of the Rio de la Plata. During the Spanish-American Wars of Independence that followed, Bolivia saw repeated captures and recaptures by Royalist and Patriot forces. Buenos Aires attempted 3 military campaigns to liberate Bolivia, all of which failed, eventually leading to a focus on protecting national borders. Finally, Bolivia was freed from Royalist control by Marshal Antonio José de Sucre, with support from Simón Bolívar's campaign. After 16 years of conflict, Bolivia declared its independence on August 6, 1825. Under Marshal Andrés de Santa Cruz in 1836, Bolivia invaded Peru to reinstall the deposed president. This led to the formation of the Peru-Bolivian Confederation, with Santa Cruz as the leader. Tensions with Chile and Argentina resulted in war, with significant victories for the Confederation. However, Chile ultimately defeated the Confederation at the Battle of Yungay in 1839, leading to Santa Cruz's resignation and the dissolution of the Confederation. After regaining independence, Bolivia faced further conflicts. In 1841, it defeated Peruvian forces at the Battle of Ingavi. However, a subsequent invasion of Peru by Bolivia ended in defeat due to a lack of resources. The War of the Pacific from 1879 to 1883 saw Chile occupy large territories southwest of Bolivia, including valuable coastal areas and resources. Bolivia also lost territory through diplomatic means, such as yielding land to Peru in 1909 and losing the state of Acre to Brazil in 1903. These losses, along with political and economic instability, weakened Bolivia. Despite these challenges, Bolivia experienced relative prosperity and stability in the late 19th century due to a rise in the world price of silver. During the early 20th century, Bolivia's economy shifted from silver to tin as its primary source of wealth. The country was governed by a series of administrations led by the economic and social elite, who implemented laissez-faire capitalist policies for the first 3 decades of the 20th century. Unfortunately, living conditions for the majority of the population, especially the native people, remained appalling. Most of them worked in the mines or on large estates under harsh conditions, with little access to education, economic opportunities, or political participation. Bolivia faced a significant setback with its loss to Paraguay in the Chaco War from 1932 to 1935, resulting in the loss of a large part of the disputed Gran Chaco region. This defeat highlighted the need for change in Bolivia's approach. On April 7, 1943, Bolivia entered World War II as part of the Allies, aligning against the Axis powers. President Enrique Peñaranda declared war on Germany, Italy, and Japan. After the war, Bolivia became a founding member of the United Nations in 1945. The Revolutionary Nationalist Movement, MNR, a significant political party, emerged as a broad-based movement, which led a successful revolution in 1952. Under President Victor Paz Estenssoro, the MNR introduced universal suffrage and implemented significant reforms, including land reform, rural education, and the nationalization of the largest tin mines. In the late 20th century, Bolivia experienced political turbulence. The United States' Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, played a significant role in financing and training the Bolivian military dictatorship in the 1960s. The revolutionary leader Che Guevara was killed in Bolivia in 1967, in a mission orchestrated by the CIA and the Bolivian army. In 1971, Hugo Banza Suarez, with support from the CIA, overthrew President Torres in a coup. The period between 1979 and 1982 saw inconclusive elections marked by fraud, coups, and caretaker governments. General Luis Garcia Meza Tejada carried out a violent coup in 1980, resulting in thousands of deaths. However, after a year, he staged a rally to claim popular support and remained in power. After a series of military governments, Hernan Sáenz Zuazo was elected president in 1982. In 1993, Gonzalo Sanchez de Lozada became president and introduced significant reforms, including privatization and economic restructuring. However, these reforms faced strong opposition, particularly from indigenous groups and labor organizations. The implementation of these reforms led to frequent and sometimes violent protests throughout the country, challenging the government's policies. During the 1997 elections, General Hugo Banza, leader of the Nationalist Democratic Action Party, ADN, and former dictator from 1971 to 1978, secured victory with 22% of the vote, while the MNR candidate trailed with 18%. Banza's administration began with a policy aimed at physically eradicating illegal coca cultivation in the Chapri region, known as the Dignity Plan, which involved special police units. Throughout his term, Banza largely continued the free market and privatization policies of his predecessors, maintaining economic growth initially. However, various factors, including regional and global financial crises, led to a decline in the economy later in his tenure. The perception of widespread corruption within the public sector further fueled social unrest. Between January 1999 and April 2000, significant protests erupted in Cochabamba in response to the privatization of water resources by foreign companies, resulting in a doubling of water prices. Banza's presidency came to an end on August 6, 2001, when he resigned due to a cancer diagnosis. He passed away less than a year later, and Vice President Jorge Fernando Quiroga Ramirez completed the remainder of his term. In the June 2002 national elections, former President Gonzalo Sanchez de Lozada, MNR, emerged victorious with 22.5% of the vote, followed closely by Evo Morales, MAS, with 20.9%. Sanchez de Lozada was sworn in for his second term on August 6, 2002, after reaching an agreement with the MIR party. The focus of his administration centered on economic reactivation, anti-corruption measures, and social inclusion. However, his presidency was marked by the outbreak of the Bolivian gas conflict in 2003, which led to violent clashes and ultimately forced Sanchez de Lozada to resign in October 2003. He left the country and was succeeded by his vice president, Carlos Mesa. Despite attempts to stabilize the situation, Mesa faced continued protests and ultimately offered his resignation in 2005, which was accepted by Congress. Eduardo Rodriguez, the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, then assumed the role of interim president. The following years saw significant political shifts, with Evo Morales winning the 2005 presidential election and embarking on a series of reforms aimed at renationalizing hydrocarbon assets and empowering indigenous communities. His presidency was characterized by economic growth and social welfare measures, leading to significant reductions in poverty and improvements in various socioeconomic indicators. However, Morales faced controversy over his attempts to seek a fourth term in office, which led to widespread protests and allegations of electoral fraud in the 2019 elections. Amid escalating tensions, Morales resigned and fled the country, leading to a period of interim government and eventual new elections in 2020, which saw the landslide victory of the MAS party under the leadership of Luis Arce. Bolivia's history is a complex tapestry of indigenous cultures, colonial legacies, and modern challenges. Despite its tumultuous past, Bolivia remains a resilient nation, striving to overcome its historical injustices and build a brighter future for all its citizens.